doctor.
Trust Vital for your family's health.
Welcome back. As with many things in life, we get bombarded with too many facts, statistics, articles, and so-called truths. It's not easy to keep track of what the latest health trend is or what the most recent study says about eggs, red meat, or even pasta in our diet. Sometimes it's necessary just to trim off the fat, so to speak, and fall back on a few basic rules we can all live by, no matter what your food preferences, culture, or economic status. Andrea, you're our expert dietitian. You know. Help us break it down to the basics. What are the essentials of just healthy eating?
Well, I think if I can share 3 golden tips. The first one would be the how. Looking at portion control, I think looking at the recent obesity stats, we do need to reduce our intake, especially of carbohydrate foods.
Just take less in other words.
That's right, yes. And one practical way of doing that is to use a smaller plate. And what we've got here is 2 servings of a couscous salad with chicken.
And let me ask the audience, which serving do you think is more? On my left or my right? On my left. I tell you what, it's exactly the same size serving, but because this is on a smaller plate, it looks like it's filled the entire plate, and this looks like it's just an accessory, you know. Portion size, larger plates, you tend to eat more, smaller plates, eat less, not so, Andrea?
That's right. And you can also adjust or take smaller cutlery to eat, to take smaller mouthfuls and chew your food properly, all those basic rules. Yes.
If you could eat that rice, that couscous with chopsticks, it would make a world of difference, so just keep that in mind. You know. All right, so that's the how. What's the next golden rule?
I think the next golden rule is the when. Many people don't quite know how many meals per day. Should they have breakfast? Should they have snacks? And yes, the golden rule is definitely to start your day with a good breakfast. I think a low glycemic index breakfast would be a good option. Yogurt is low glycemic index, low GI muesli, and with that you can add a banana or have a snack in between.
Good. So a good start to the day. How many meals after that? How many meals on average does our audience have? Who has 3 meals a day? More than that? 4 meals a day? Okay, so there are some regular snackers there. That's good to know. Okay.
Well, we know that snacking, if you choose the right snacks, is actually good. So it's great to have more than your 3 meals per day, provided that your 3 main meals are smaller, and then that allows space for healthy snacks, such as fresh fruits, vegetables, etc., in between your meals.
Brilliant. Okay, so how we've got when, which is important, and how often. I mean, how often do you sort of snack a day? Do you just snack whenever?
Well, if you have fairly small meals, breakfast, lunch, and supper, you can actually have 3 small snacks in between those meals. But it all depends on how active you are and what types of foods you snack on. And if you look at this plate here, for instance, this represents a healthy meal. So you've got a small portion of
whole wheat calamari. That's what that looks like to me.
It's whole wheat pasta, yes.
Whole wheat pasta.
And some vegetables and grilled chicken.
Okay.
So that is what a balanced meal should look like. And then one can have an assortment of healthy snacks in between.
So we've done the how, we've done the when. What about the what?
Yes, I think the what, one golden rule is to try wherever you can to increase your intake of fresh, raw vegetables, because that's where we get the highest concentration of nutrients. Okay. And it's so delightful to see takeaway foods being turned on its head with wraps with raw veggies. It's such a convenient and easy way to get that into your body. And also, here's an example of a raw salad. I mean, very few people, I think, would be prepared to eat cauliflower and broccoli raw, but you just mix these up, add some chopped carrots, and here is a dressing with yogurt and a little bit of olive oil and parsley and mustard to give a bit of flavour. Wow. So you mix that in.
The audience is going, haven't even tasted it. They just kind of, wow, that sounds good, which is great.
Yes, and you see, you don't normally get that reaction if you say raw broccoli or raw cauliflower. True, yeah. And for an extra crunch, you can sprinkle on some raw sunflower seeds. So that can be a meal or a snack meal that's very nutritious. Okay,
and it's obviously the more fruit or the more vegetables in season, the better, because travel less, not a lot of storage, etc. Ideal to pick fruits in season.
Definitely. If you look at what's available in season, the nutritional content is likely to be higher. So try to make it as varied assortment of fresh fruits and vegetables, but preferably those in season.
Brilliant. Andrea, I like your 3 golden rules. I've got a 4th rule, actually, if I may add. And I think you and I know this, that even if we eat like this, and people do try to eat as healthy as they can, our foods tend to be nutritionally deplete these days because of cold storage, because of farming methods, picking before they're ripe, that I make a point of actually supplementing my diet. I eat like this, but I go ahead and supplement as well, and it just covers all those bases. So that'll be my 4th golden rule. Would you agree?
Definitely, that bit of nutritional insurance.
Fantastic. So there you have it, from the golden rules of healthy eating to the golden colour of healthy chicken skewers. Justine has her own foodie take on a typically healthy dish, turning chicken to gold. That's Midas, isn't it? Midas.
Trust Vital for your family's health.
I want to live the best life.